Today's story is all about love, about how much Jesus loves us. Jesus came to the earth to show us how much he loves everyone, including those who are outsiders, who maybe people don't like or who have done things that are bad to others. Jesus loves us all. Today's story is about one of those people who was an outsider, who was shunned by others, who people really didn't like. And they were really confused when Jesus went to supper with this man called Zacchaeus. Let's listen to the story. There was once a man who didn't have any friends, none. Do you have any friends? Well, of course you do, but not Zacchaeus. Poor Zacchaeus didn't have any. You're probably wondering why. Was it because he was so short? That's not a reason not to like someone. Was it because he had a name that was hard to say? Well, neither is that. Even though he was short and he did have a funny name, that wasn't it. No, people didn't like Zacchaeus because he stole their money. Zacchaeus collected taxes. Taxes were what people had to pay the king. But Zacchaeus took more than he was supposed to and kept the extra money for himself and made himself rich. Everyone knew what he was up to, and it made them cross and grumpy. They didn't like Zacchaeus one bit. So they made sure he knew it by doing things like avoiding him and walking on the opposite side of the street and pretending not to see him and whispering things like, "There's that nobody who thinks he's a somebody," loud enough so he could hear. Anyway, one day, a huge crowd gathered by the road. Jesus was coming to their town and everyone wanted to see him. Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus too, but everyone was too tall. He tried jumping up and down, but that didn't work. He couldn't see a thing. Luckily, Zacchaeus had a good idea. "I'll climb that sycamore tree," he said. So he did. He was surprisingly good at climbing trees for a man who was unusually short, that he had to take a flying leap just to get into his chair in the morning. From the tree, Zacchaeus had the perfect view, all the way down the road. Another minute and suddenly Jesus was at the tree. He stopped and looked up. Zacchaeus saw Jesus and Jesus saw Zacchaeus. "Zacchaeus," Jesus said, "I'd like to come over to your house for supper." Zacchaeus almost fell out of the tree. Come over to his house? No one ever wanted to come anywhere near his house, let alone inside it. The people saw this, and needless to say, it made them even crosser and grumpier than usual. They mumbled and murmured and muttered. Why is Jesus being kind to that big sinner? Doesn't Jesus know about him? Zacchaeus scrambled down and took Jesus to his house. He was in a big hurry because he didn't want Jesus to change his mind. Perhaps Jesus hadn't heard about him. Perhaps Jesus didn't know about how he had been stealing and how no one liked him and how he didn't have any friends. But Jesus knew. He knew all about Zacchaeus and the stealing and everything, and he still loved him. Zacchaeus was ashamed. "Lord," he said, turning pale, "what I've done is wrong, but now I want to do the right thing. I will give the money back to everyone, 4 times what I stole." And that's just what he did. Jesus smiled. "My friend," he said, "today God has rescued you." Jesus loved Zacchaeus when nobody else did. He was Zacchaeus' friend, even when no one else was. Because Jesus was showing people what God's love was like. His wonderful, never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love.
Jesus' hands were kind hands, doing good to all, healing pain and sickness, blessing children small, washing tired feet and saving those who fall. Jesus' hands were kind hands, doing good to all. Take my hands, Lord Jesus, let them work for you. Make them strong and gentle, kind in all I do. Let me watch you, Jesus, till I'm gentle too. Till my hands are kind hands, quick to work for you.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to be thinking about how we should be gentle to other people because God is gentle to us. We're going to be showing this in making a mixture that we're going to call glup, which is a non-Newtonian fluid. For this you will need corn flour, some water, a bowl, and something to measure with. For it, you will need a 2-to-1 mixture of corn flour and water. So basically, you'll need a double amount of corn flour than you need of water. We're going to be using some food coloring so you can see. It's for your benefit. I'm going to start by putting 4 of these spoons into my bowl. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to put half of 4, which is 2 of these spoons of water. I'm going to say that's 1. And that's 2. Now I'm going to mix it, but I might need to add some more water because I might not have put as much water in as I need to have. So already getting hard. You might want to get an adult to help you mix through it gently, so that it's a thick mixture. But so when you're going through it gently, you can just go through it very easily. But then when you go through hard, it's rock solid. I'm going to add some food coloring so you can see it. You can add food coloring as well if you want to. Remember, when mixing it, mix gently. So once you've finished mixing it in, you can take your spoon out. And then you can try using your fingers Going in gently so it's liquid. Out very gently. And go in hitting it, and it's gonna go in gently and grab some to bring it out, and being hard and then soft, and being hard again and soft. Now this shows you should be gentle with other people and they'll be gentle back. And if you're hard with other people, they'll be hard back. So it's better to be gentle than to be hard. Bye bye. I'm off to play now. This is so fun.